Hello dear lovely audience, welcome back to another reality TV new recap. Everyone, I know y'all have been waiting for this. Thank you guys so much for your patience. Jelly Roll's wife, Bunnie XO, got charged by a bull. However, she got it all on video. The interaction ended up being funny. However, it could have been scary at the moment. Bunnie did not hold back, though. Fans were shocked to see it all go down. However, it ended up being all in good spirits and a good laugh. Bunnie XO recently breaks sobriety, no issue. Bunnie XO recently broke her sobriety while in Rome. Fans were concerned about this. However, Bunnie reassured everyone that this was not a big issue. She revealed that alcohol was not her problem. She never had an issue with alcohol. However, she was sober because she didn't like how it made her feel. She also did not like the hangovers it gave her. So, she drank one night when out with her husband. Bunnie XO has made it clear that she did not fall off the wagon. There is nothing for fans to be worried about, and if she were an alcoholic in the past, she would not have done this. She also encouraged her fans who are sober not to do it because she is. Jelly Roll's wife gets charged by bull, video. Jelly Roll's wife, Bunnie XO, was recently charged by a bull. She has an adorable small bull on her farm in Nashville, Tennessee. However, she was trying to put a sheet on it to get it dressed up as a ghost. The bull did not like this and charged at them multiple times. However, no one was hurt, and it seemed to be all fun and games. Bunnie never got the sheet on the bull correctly, so she says she is going to be trying again. Fans loved the video and thought it was hilarious. If she can get it right, it will be adorable. Seems as though Bunnie was trying to get her sassy bull to dress up like a ghost. She thought it would be much easier than it was. However, she is not giving up and says she will try again. Fans loved the video and thought it was hilarious. However, everyone is glad that no one got hurt in the process. The bull was small and cute. What do you think about this? Were you shocked? Sound off in the comments below. We would love to hear your thoughts on this situation. Bunnie XO was supposed to be planting sunflowers on the edge of the pasture. It was a lazy, golden light afternoon on the Deford, Lil, farm, a place she and Jelly Roll had slowly been building. The smell of fresh hay, the hum of crickets, and the occasional lowing of the 3 mini cows, Crunch, Brownie, and S'more, were her peaceful soundtrack. Jelly, meanwhile, was inside prepping for a podcast recording, headphones on, bouncing ideas off a notebook. She wiped her brow, took a sip from her iced tea, and stepped down into the pasture, kneeling beside a cluster of seedlings. The idea had struck her the night before. Wild sunflowers, tall and golden, lining the fence, a border between their home and the animals' domain. She'd been quiet on social media lately, letting the world rest. Here, in the farm, she felt present. But just beyond where she knelt, partially hidden by tall grass, was a new face, the biggest steer they'd ever welcomed. The 3 calves they got turned out to be bulls, or steers, according to the farmhand. One of them, Crunch, had grown faster than expected, pushing 6 months ahead of his frame. He was now stocky, thick-necked, with a glint in his eye that said, "I could surprise you." Bunnie didn't see him at first. She was humming a rhyme for the podcast and digging the soil with her fingers. The sun was low, casting long shadows. Behind her, the fence groaned in the breeze, and the cattle lowed. From Crunch's corner, the big bull, half hidden, took a step forward. The first thing she knew was a muffled crack of hoof and the sound of rushed hooves on soft earth. She looked up, and her heart jolted. Crunch was charging. Instinct kicked in. She dropped the trowel, scrambled to her feet, arms flailing. The bull, his horns small but formidable, barreled straight toward her. In an instant, the serene farm scene inverted. Panic, dust, thunderous approach. "Crunch, no," she screamed, her voice breaking. She leapt sideways, barely missing the bull's path. The animal's shoulder brushed past her jacket, snagging a strap. She felt a pull, a tug. The world spun with adrenaline and wild fear. She tucked, rolled, and landed on all fours. Scrambling, she pushed herself to her knees and then up, limping, heart pounding. Crunch skidded to a halt a few feet away, snorting, nostrils flaring. He stamped the ground, pawing. Bunnie froze. Time slowed. The bull glared, his chest heaving. Bunnie's breath came in ragged bursts. She realized her dress, she'd worn a casual romper, was smeared with dirt, her hair wildly loose. She raised her arms, voice shaking. Easy, easy, boy. She edged backward, inch by inch. Behind her, she saw Jelly through the window, peering out, alarmed. She didn't think. She just kept her eyes on Crunch, whispered soft words. Somewhere in her mind, she remembered the cattle whisper from a country book: respect, calm, no sudden moves. Crunch snorted again, considered her. He pawed once more, then turned, placing his head low, and backed away, but still facing her. Bunnie exhaled, knees shaking, and slowly backed toward the fence. She reached the gate, hands trembling, fingers fumbling for latch. Crunch watched, unblinking, until she got behind the barrier. She slammed the gate shut. Silence. Then a low, angry grunt. Crunch stomped and turned away, heading back to his corner, giving her space. Inside the house, Jelly burst out the door as Bunnie stumbled out, the gate still clanging in her hands. He rushed, eyes wide. "Baby, are you okay?" he shouted. She sank onto the top step, trembling. He knelt beside her. "You got hurt?" he asked, inspecting her scrapes and dirt. She laughed, a shaky, astonished laugh. "I can't believe that just happened," she said. "I almost got gored by our own bull." He helped her rise. Together they walked to the pasture, cautious. Crunch glanced up at them, indifferent now. Jelly murmured a prayer under his breath. "You okay?" he repeated. She nodded. Her mind was still echoing. That charge, that scar of terror. They went inside. On the Dumb Blonde podcast's mic, Jelly quietly said later, "My wife's a warrior. She just got off the field fightin' bulls." The mic caught the edge of hysteria, of admiration, and she laughed in the background. "Don't tell people I almost died." A video clip later went viral. Bunnie's whispered retelling, her wide eyes, the flash of danger. Fans gasped. Memes flew. But under the spectacle was a message she'd already whispered to herself. Life is fragile, even in a farm of peace. In the weeks to come, the Deffords made changes. They added extra fencing, safety gates, and animal flow routes. They installed cameras in the pasture corners. Bunnie started a miniseries, Bull Charge, What I Learned, sharing footage, safety tips, mindful animal handling lessons. She posted one still photo, taken just after the incident, her boots muddy, hands on knees, wild wind in her hair, captioned, "When life charges you like a bull, you get up, you learn, you grow." In the video version she narrated, the scene is paced: golden light, the quiet field, Crunch's slow creep, her shock, then motion, fear, flight, survival. She paused the narration at one frame. Her face, wide eyes, dust on her cheek, a strand of hair stuck to her damp skin. She said, "That's me, real. Not always strong, but still standing." Jelly, beside her, included a short clip from behind the scenes, him watching from the window, dropping the mic when he realized she was in danger, running out. In the video, you see his face, raw worry, relief, fierce love. Together, they addressed rumors. Was she gored? No. Did she sue? No. Is this fake? Hell no. They affirmed it was real, terrifying, and, by grace and luck, not fatal.